Welcome to Easy Math TV. We're going to continue our series on patterns between two numbers, ordered pairs, and linear relationships. Our goal today is to define and calculate two things from a line, something called the slope and something called the y-intercept. Those are two features that most lines have. There are a few exceptions, but we're not going to talk about those exceptions today. So this is part 2 of linear equations and functions. If you missed part 1, go back and watch it and then come back to this one. So what you see here, we did everything that you see in columns A through D, we did in part 1 of the video. So that was establishing our delta x's and our delta y's. And we're starting with the same two pairs of points. We have a point 0, 5 and the point 3, 11. And we've expanded that. We've added some more points to our line. And we're going to do some calculations based on some primary features. The primary features of a line are its slope and its y-intercept. The slope is designated with the letter m that you see up here, and we will describe it, or we will write it as delta y divided by delta x. And if you're in the equation editor, you can actually see that under the fraction menu, it actually shows up as delta y divided by delta x as a standalone thing. So that is a very important concept in math, and that is going to be our slope. And we're going to discover that that's actually a constant value. And then there's another quality that lines have, and that is its y-intercept, which we're going to designate with the letter b, lowercase b. So when you see a lowercase m and a lowercase b, those are reserved constants. One of them is the slope, the other one is the y-intercept. And I've given you, in the heading, we can see exactly how we're going to be calculating those. And we're just going to be using our cells in the spreadsheet and dividing for the slope, and for the y-intercept, we basically just take our y value and subtract the slope times x. So you'll see how that's set up as well. Okay, let's start with the slope. So in column E, we have, in cell E4, I'm going to type an equal sign. And where's my delta y? My delta y is in column D, and it's in D4, so I'm going to type that. And then I'm going to divide, which is our slash, divide by the delta x, which is in our column A, that's A4. So delta y was in column D, delta x was in column A, and we need to divide it in that order. So I'm going to select it and fill down, and you're going to notice that the slope needs to be the same number consistently going down, because it's considered to be a constant on a specific line. So that, you know, all these points form a single line. There's one line that connects all these dots. And this characteristic right here, the number 2, is describing the slope of that line, or how steep it is. Now let's calculate the y-intercept, which is our lowercase b. So that's going to be equals, and I start with the y value, which is in C4, and I'm going to subtract from that the slope, which is in E4, times the x, which is in B4. So I'm just going to take a look at that, like make sure that I actually have the correct cells. So yes, I have the blue is the C4, and then minus m times x. There we go. Hit enter. And I'm going to go ahead and select that and fill down. So you don't have to calculate it more than once, but at least we've established that no matter which row we go in, we can get the value of b, and no matter which row we go in, we can get the value of m, because m is a constant and b is a constant. So just to describe that, like we'll be looking at a graph in our next video, but just to let you know in words, the slope of positive 2 means that that's measuring the steepness of our line. It's the angle of ascent of our line. And then the value of B is the location. It's actually a point on the y-axis where the line crosses the y-axis. So those are the two features that we wanted to cover in this particular video. We've accomplished our goal. So if you like these videos that I'm creating, if you would like to see more people making use of them, please like, subscribe, comment down below, share them with people. I really would like to be able to create a lot more content and make this a great learning experience for so many people. Thank you very much.